on 82.28 miles an hour. In Class B, first number 26, second number 19, third number 21, first 26, second 19, third number 21. Fastest lap in that class going to number 26, Dave Carvell, 1 minute 51.428 seconds, 151.428, 80.77 miles an hour, 80.77 miles an hour. In Class C, first number 56, Barry Pearson in the middle of the pack, but it's a good start from William Black and a good start from Len Simpson as well. He tries to move up on the inside of Carvell and there's contact there. Carvell moves away, but to be honest, Carvell had already done the damage by moving into the way in third place, but he moved away. He got second place. Black had a good start. Black is down through the training turn. Carvell is in second place, and it's Ken Lark who's moved up and is challenging in third place as they head towards you, Andrew.
Yes, indeed. Here's William Black then on the first lap of the Zero VW Cup, leading the race into the old hairpin, and the sun glinting on the shiny bodywork of these cars. Marvellous sight. Right, let's look at the order as they go through, and it's busy, but we don't mind that because it's an exciting race. William Black then leading the race from second place, man Dave Carvell, number 41. In third place, number 52. Fourth, 57, that's then Simpson. Fifth in 88, Ian Carvell crawling all over him as they came out of the S's. I think that might have been a problem, a mistake by Black as he came through the S's, because Carvell was crawling all over the back of him as they went down to the Melbourne hairpin. But now William Black has sorted it out again, or has he? Because Carvell is coming back at him again as they go onto the brakes for Goddard. Black leads his braking as late as he possibly can, shades his entry as he comes in to prevent Carvell coming up the inside of him. He might suffer on the exit of the corner as a result of that. And as they head down towards Goddard, they've gone through Goddard, as they head down towards Redgate, it's Black and Carvell completing the first lap absolutely together. Len Simpson is up into third place. Man made a bad start. Barry Pearson is up now into fourth place and going very well indeed. And Donald Dewar going very well indeed and challenging indeed for the lead of Class B. Okay, heading down through the training turn towards you. William Black, Dave Carvell, absolutely together. Dave Carvell at the moment, the orange ahead of the white. Yes, Dave Carvell looking just slightly faster on the two men between Black and Carvell on the break and turn right in the old hairpin. William Black having to work very hard indeed to keep Carvell behind him. Carvell stalking him at Starkey's Bridge. Here's the third place man, fourth, fifth and sixth. Right, now then, the battle behind those leading two being led by third place man Len Simpson. Then it's fourth position man Barry Pearson. He's going well today. Fifth is 88 Ian Croft. And the rest go through. They're so closely bunched, it's hard to grab it.
Carvell not as close to him this lap as he was before. Len Simpson not very far behind either in third place. Barry Pearson still there in fourth place as the leaders go through the Melbourne hairpin, come up the hill towards Goddard for the second time out of 8. And the gap between Black and Carvell is half a second as they started this lap. In fact, it may have gone up just a little bit with William Black having concentrated on the matter in hand and opened it up just a little bit between himself and Carvell, because Carvell was pushing him very hard indeed on the previous lap. 0.5 it was at the previous lap, and it's now over a second, so it's 1.102 between Black and Carvell. Still Len Simpson there in second place, Barry Pearson in third, in fourth place is Nick Adcock, in fifth place is
he is back in the race. Here comes William Black. Here comes Dave Carvell. And Dave Carvell not quite so close this time, I don't think, to Black as on the previous occasion. There's the fourth place man. And the battle is still going on. William Black then leading. Dave Carvell not quite so close in second place. Len Simpson third. Fourth Barry
on the limit, but he's settled down to the task now and he's opening up, as I say. It was a second to gap as they started this lap. I'll tell you what it is as they complete it. A good battle is going on there for, fifth and sixth places between Adcock and Croft. And we'll keep our eye on that one. That's in fifth place, number 25, Nick Adcock, and Ian Croft in sixth place, number 88. As I say, they're just down at the Melbourne hairpin at the moment. The leaders, meanwhile, go through to complete 3 laps, and it's Black completing another lap, and it really is putting the hammer down. 1 minute 57.245 is the fastest lap of the race, and that's very nearly a 3-second gap now between himself and Dave Carvell in second place. Still Len Simpson in third place, Barry Pearson in fourth, Adcock going through in fifth and sixth place, separated by just over a second. 25 Adcock ahead of Ian Croft, number 88, and Donald Stewart runs very well indeed in this goal to head the less powerful cars, which he's gone with William Black down. He's already through the old hairpin, I would think, by now, and opening up that margin all the time.
Yes, he is. Dave Carvell hanging on well, but not able to quite run at the pace of William Black. Well warmed up, no doubt, Paul, from his earlier exploits, and really capitalising on the dry conditions. The car, as you say, looks very, very smooth indeed. That's down to the driver, of course. A good battle going.
As he came through the S's. Now, was that a mistake or was that a mechanical problem? It might have been a gear missed or something, because it suddenly slowed down and came out of the S's. That's Ian Croft, number 88, and he's fallen back practically into the clutches of the Class B battle, which has now swapped around. It's Lee Franklin up ahead now of Donald Dewar. So Lee Franklin, number 5, the black Golf, gets ahead of the dotty Golf of Donald Dewar, but Donald Dewar comes back and as they go on to the race to Goddard. He's going to go try and get on the inside. Who's going to be coming out again? It's Donald Dewar again. So having lost the place, he takes it back again. And so as they head back down towards you, when you've got the overall race leader, we're going across the start-finish line. But great battle going on in Class B as they complete half distance.
Yes, indeed. Black going on. A little bit of a gap back to what is actually quite a good scrap for third place between 57 and 12, Len Simpson and Barry Pearson, and then of course behind them they've got the number 25 car of Nick Adcock, and a good battle going on. The two Golfs absolutely side by side at the moment. That's the class battle, of course, with Donald Dewar just, but only just holding off Lee Franklin right in Donald Dewar's slipstream ball as they go up into McLean's to complete their fifth lap.
Or at least to complete their fifth time past due. They haven't completed their fifth lap. On 57, Len Simpson up ahead of him. He's lapping slightly quicker than Len Simpson, or he's continuing to lap a little bit quicker than Len Simpson. So every possibility before the end of the race, they're going on to, the leader has already completed his fifth lap and gone on to his sixth lap now. And so there's every possibility before the end of the race that Barry Pearson's going to be able to get on terms with Len Simpson, and we're going to have a good battle between those two Ventos for Class A honours. The Class C battle, which is still got Donald Dewar ahead of Lee Franklin on the race. That's Franklin managed to get through. But Donald Dewar running a great race with his little white Golf ahead of the little black Golf, which is turned his headlights on in an intimidatory fashion. But it's not doing him any good at the moment. If anything, it's doing him some harm, because Donald Dewar has opened it up, and the gap between the two of them has gone up to 1.6 seconds. Lead us with you, Andrew.
Yes, indeed. And what a beautiful noise these times coming to left there. There's Dave Carvell going through, and the battle for third place between Len Simpson and Barry Pearson just as hot as ever. Through behind them, not really with a chance of challenging for fourth place, is Nick Adcock. And then here come the little Golf heading out towards Starkey's Bridge with this time Donald Dewar, but Lee Franklin breathing all over Dewar as they go through Schwann's curve, and I think Lee Franklin is going to have a go at Donald Dewar as they go into the clays, Paul, is he?
He's having a go, but he's not gone through. You can see as they go towards Coppice, they're still nose to tail. He's going to have another go perhaps as they head towards Coppice. He's not quite close enough. It's a great battle before comes of what could have happened perhaps. Just looking back, William Black goes through, completes 6 laps, goes on to his penultimate one. Still Dave Carvell in second place, albeit an increasingly distant second place. This battle for third place has indeed turned into a battle, and you're going to have that with you when they get back to you on this lap, the 7th lap now, Andrew, because Len Simpson has been caught now by Barry Pearson. They're not quite nose to tail yet, but if he gets a good run down to the straight turn, he may well be able to start to push Len Simpson over the last couple of laps of this. Dewar still leading the class in 7th place overall, just ahead of Lee Franklin. They go through and go on to their 7th lap now. The leader though down, probably already through the old hairpin by now.
Yes, yeah, indeed. Perfectly on cue. There is William Black at Starkey's Bridge. There's Dave Carvell. Now then, the first place passenger still being held at first place by Les Simpson. But you're absolutely right in that the Barry Pearson car is managing to not only hang on, but I think close that gap, even on the faster parts of the track. Now the golf battle, the Class B battle, I think it must be
from him, having given us a few jitters early on in the race when he looked like he was going to come under a lot of pressure from Dave Carvell. He sorted himself out, he goes through, he's got a 6.5 second lead as he starts the last lap and heads down towards Redgate for the last time. Now Dave Carvell goes through, it's still 6.5 seconds, so it's pretty consistent. I'm not quite sure whether Barry Pearson's going to be able to do anything about Lenton on his last lap. Closing up quite significantly on one another as they head down towards Redgate for the last time in terms of the golf game. The battle of the golf, Lee Franklin coming up on the inside once again of Donald Dewar as they go outside behind the grandstand. He takes the position, but Donald Dewar takes it back again. So he had the lead as they went through the apex of Goddard, but then as he came out of the apex, so Donald Dewar got the throttle down a bit more effectively and took the lead back again. But second, right, he may have had a problem there, and that's a shame. We're just talking about driver of the day, and I was going to go to Donald Dewar, but seems to have had a mechanical gremlin or something towards the end of the race. Ken Last goes through, he's going to get his full 8 laps, despite his pit stop. He goes through now to complete his 7th lap, albeit he's over a minute behind, in fact he's only 2 minutes, 1 minute 43 seconds behind the race leader, shortly to become race winner, William Black. He comes out of Goddard, the checkered flag is prepared for him, it's a great win for him. He comes over to the pit wall in style and greets his crew waving at him over the pit wall in the time-honoured fashion. Dave Carvell comes through and takes 2nd place. In 3rd place is Les Simpson, just taking it from Barry Pearson at the flag. To get between them and the flag was less than a second, 0.935 of a second only, separating Les Simpson from Barry Pearson. In 5th place, number 25, Nick Adcock goes through and takes the place. And Donald Dewar's not done yet. He's caught right up again with Lee Franklin, despite that problem, whatever it was, smoke, don't know, mirrors, not quite sure, but he's going to make it a side-by-side finish. Is he very nearly? It's going to be, I couldn't get any closer. Lee Franklin and Donald Dewar, well, who do you give the driver of the day to? I don't really know, I don't really mind, but a battle royal between the two of them. The flag, the class win and 7th place overall goes to Lee Franklin, but a great race between the two of them, Lee Franklin and Donald Dewar, finishing up in 7th and 8th places overall.
Oh, it's not a snappy one, is it? We've got to say all silly things. It only comes 2nd this time, Ed, you know what I mean? Don't let's get too carried away.